Hello, I'm Rachel Jones for Kalkine Media. Now welcome to another edition of Executive Corner Expert Talks. In this edition, I'll be shining a light on Australian Fintech Frollo. I'll be speaking with Head of Growth, Ben Ford. Ben, welcome to the programme.
Hi Rachel, great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Good to see you. First of all, Ben, we'd love to help you understand a little more about open banking, especially in the context of the Australian economy.
Yeah, look, I'll try and keep it as simple and as light as I can. Open banking is a government-mandated piece of legislation that enables the sharing of consumer data by consumers themselves. So the thinking or the ethos behind it is to enable consumers to more freely share their data so they can achieve better financial outcomes. Think of things as the ability to switch bank accounts much more easily, switch superannuation providers much more easily, things of that nature. And the reason why that's really important and the reason why it's great that there's been this legislation that is sort of forcibly enabling or allowing consumers to do that is there's somewhere in the region of about $11.5 billion is spent or is wasted by consumers on what's sort of termed the lazy tax. And that's taxes that effectively people are spending because they're not able to easily switch. So there's inertia. It's extremely difficult to switch bank accounts and switch investment accounts, switch superannuation funds. And this will actually change that and make it much more easy. So much more or much less of that $11 billion could potentially be wasted and can go towards better outcomes for consumers in Australia.
Well, it's certainly a very topical subject at the moment. Now, could you briefly tell us how Frollo's products add to the open banking landscape of Australia?
Absolutely. So first and foremost, we have a free consumer app. It's called a personal financial management app or a money management app. It enables you to see all of your different bank accounts, all of your superannuation accounts, any investment accounts you might have, any rewards or loyalty accounts on a single dashboard. So you don't have to go into different websites or different institutions' websites to see what you've got in various places. You can see all of your finances in a single place. You can also get insights and intelligent nudges about where you're spending. So there could be a message that says you're spending a bit too much this month on eating out perhaps, or could you be spending more on things that will perhaps better serve you in the long term. So we've got that free app. You can download it today. There's no sort of monetary exchange in there. We're not selling anything through that. We're a purpose-led fintech and we're trying to help Australian consumers. Where we actually make our money though is we sell our software into banks who might not have the insights and the expertise that we have so that they can include our services or our modules into their banking apps perhaps to enable their customer bases. They have a lot of customers, the banks, to make better financial decisions themselves. So it's all about financial wellness, financial literacy, and trying to help people achieve better financial outcomes for them and their families.
Well, it definitely seems extremely helpful. Now, I believe you will be speaking at Fintech 2022 SMC conference event. What are the topics you're likely to cover as a speaker there?
Oh, look, open banking is completely topical. It's been topical for a very long time, but we're really starting to get into the weeds, or the rubber's starting to hit the road with open banking. So we really want to sort of draw people's attention to the use cases and some of the benefits that can be derived from it, whether it's through interacting with our own app or interacting with other financial services apps to, like I say, to help people achieve better financial outcomes. There's still a fair bit of education around open banking. It's probably the most important bit of financial legislation in the last 25 to 30 years. So it's not something that's going to happen overnight or people are going to completely be on board with or completely understand straight away. So we see ourselves as having a very important role in educating the industry and helping to sort of push open banking forward. Obviously, we're looking to sort of develop business ourselves as well and stake a claim for what we're doing.
Fantastic. These conferences are always great importance to attend. Well, thanks so much for your time today, Ben.
Not at all.
Thank you. And if you missed any part of that chat, you can catch the full interview on our YouTube channel at Kalkine Media, so make sure to subscribe. I'm Rachel, reminding you to stay apprised and invest wise with Kalkine.